This is so exciting, I don't have to give you a sizzle as to what this video is about. It's all grade A steak. Play the intro. Having said that though, here's some bullshit. Come on, this is just the fat of the steak. How can we not address this? Aussie models and reality stars are earning six-figure salaries on OnlyFans as rejects from Love Island, Married at First Sight, and Bachelor in Paradise rush to join the porn site. Holy shit. Let's look at who's on market. Using this subscription-based website, OnlyFans, Z-listers, okay, that's more offensive than saying a nobody, Z-lister. Even my mum, who's like quite well known in her town, must be like a J-lister. The Bachelorette's Paddy Collier and Love Island's Vanessa Sierra, okay, Z-listers is very apt, charge users a monthly fee for explicit photos and videos. It looks like she's taking a dump on that duck. Come see why my OnlyFans is in the top %. Dude, am I on your sleeve? Doing a one-off sale of 50% for the next 50 people as well. And I think we all need to acknowledge this. He's got swipe pointing straight at his cock. Classy. The Perth native can earn $30,000 a day by sharing exclusive photos that aren't much different to the content on her Instagram page. Of course it's not. Damn, 30 grand a day. The economy has completely changed and we're still getting taught in school that you have to learn things to make a lot of money. That is more than the CEO of the Commonwealth Bank makes. And for what? What is your marketable skill? Being paid out a lot on Twitter for 3 months, and then for the rest of your life, you're on Easy Street. Sorry, I just needed to get that off my chest. For anyone who ever asks me, Friendlyjordies, what should I do when I grow up? 2 words for you. OnlyFans. Now on to the meat. Every time I do a mafs video, the greatest news source on earth, Daily Mail, writes an article about it that is so salacious, so explosive, that even I, who made the video, thinks, I've got to check this out. Goes off. Really? As they cottoned on towards the end of that saga, of which we can all agree is the best Friendlyjordies content, which is me watching Australian television and saying, dude, that chick kinda sucks. Like personally, you know? They noticed that we kept asking, query, why are the experts there? How are they an expert in any way whatsoever? Sometimes the mafs contestants seem to understand their relationship better than the experts. So why don't we just end this whole charade right here and give the people what they want? Kyle Sandilands! You know why those relationship experts are awful? Because they are just the judges on Australian Idol, but without the bitchiness. It would be so much better with Kyle Sandilands going, yeah, she's got a pretty good rig. That guy, do you reckon he pumps iron or is he just a bit chubby? Hang on. Can we just ask him to take his shirt off? See, this is why those experts need to be replaced with Kyle Sandilands. Because he would have been sitting on the couch going, oh, sucked in David. Channel 9, please, I'm begging you, fire the experts. You would be doing everyone a service, especially them. You know what this show needs. Kyle, Jackie O, I'll accept Danny Minogue at this point. I'm desperate. And then we would just have this guy on there making all the calls that we all want to say of, oh yeah, Mindy, I'd go Mindy, but Mark looks like he could go me in a fight, so I'm not going to go there. So the Daily Mail wrote, and as a result, I fully rescind any criticism I ever had of the press before. They are the voice of the people. He'd give better advice than the current experts. Married at First Sight fans demand Kyle Sandilands replace relationship specialist John Aiken on the next season of the show. Good. Finally a paper that dares tell it like it is. That one person on Friendlyjordies said Kyle Sandilands as a maths expert is something I need to see. Apparently the internet has spoken. I thought nothing more of it except, ooh, move over Michael West. We have a new contender for best newspaper in the country. Then Who magazine reported, I'll just let the man himself say it.
Okay, guys.
Anyway, so John Ibrahim rings me up and goes, hey, I see in the paper that mafs want you to go on their show and be the new relationship expert. Did you read that article? Some article came out during the week.
No, I did not read that.
There was an article, I don't know which paper, whether it was Telegraph or Daily Mail, don't know which one it was.
Daily Mail, you're welcome, Kyle. If I may say this in Shelley's voice, love you, Kyle.
Said that there's been an overwhelming call out for me to replace John. John is the relationship expert on mafs.
Yes, there has. A couple of comments backed up with a few likes, as well as my own opinion.
Right, and I just obviously no one's asked me anything, so I just thought, oh, more lies from the newspaper. Don't worry about it.
Was it an opinion piece on how
I
you
don't
would
know.
be great at it?
How does anyone know what's news and what's an opinion piece these days? They all look the same.
See, Kyle's on the ball, him and Noam Chomsky, manufacturing consent, and Kyle and Jackie O in the morning, telling you how the press really works. He's right though, who does know?
I was saying that there's been an overwhelming and I might join, but I can't because I'm signed to Channel 7 for Australia's Got Talent. No, that's what the
No,
article
you're not.
said. Yeah, I know. I'm not.
Yeah, you're not signed to 7.
No,
so
I'm doing
you
one
can
show for Australia's Got Talent. That's it. The finale or something.
A special guest.
That's right. So John rings and I said, no, that's not true. No one's rung me. And he goes, oh, would you do it? And I said, yeah. Oh, I don't know. I said, like, what? And I laughed and I said, me, a relationship expert. Are you kidding? Like, I'm the worst person. And what sort of expertise have I got?
See, he's not afraid to take jabs at himself, and that's why we love you.
And then he said, listen, I've had a friend from the production company reach out pretty high up and say,
get ready.
Would he do it? And is he signed to Channel 7? So I said, no, I'm not signed to Channel 7. And I would look at it, and they said, well, look, they love the way you and Jackie talk to the contestants. You know how the contestants are forbidden to ring or contact media, and they all ring us up and they all tell us everything, and everything spills over and everything is resolved here on this show. So they've thought maybe I should be the relationship expert on there.
Well,
what do you think?
I don't know if it's in Jackie O's hands anymore, Kyle. If it wasn't for this COVID outbreak, there'd be people on the street breaking shit. We want Kyle. Say it with me in the comments. We want Kyle. We want Kyle.
if you could actually genuinely pair people up and do it for real, I would say, yeah, go for it. But I have a feeling that they're just puppets at the end of the day. They're told by producers, we want to match this one, and you guys just make out like it's you doing it, but it's not really.
Yeah, of course.
I didn't know that.
And I don't think you would be up for doing that in terms of just being told what to say and do.
No,
that's my only concern.
Exactly. We've got a show that moves from the top 5 to number 1 right there. Just Kyle Sandilands going, oh, what's this drama? Zoom in on that. Oh, yeah, she's not wearing a ring. What?
So if they are willing to let you actually take the reins a little bit more, then I would say, yeah, what a great idea.
I don't think this has been emphasised enough yet. What? We are responsible for crowning King Kyle the relationship expert of Australia. You know what this means? We're Kingmakers now.
But he hasn't got it yet.
Okay, casting directors, that is significantly down the rung from Kingmakers. Nonetheless, I'm still going to take this as a win. You got to let me brag about it. I might have fixed mafs. You're welcome, Australia. Listen to everybody else chiming in with their 2 cents now that it's cool to do it. Amid mounting speculation, the Kiss FM radio shock jock is on the brink of signing a deal with Nine. Former bride Jessica Power. Remember her? I didn't, but does this remind you? Has weighed in on this potential gig, telling Daily Mail Australia it's the shake-up the show desperately needs. If there's one man I'd listen to, it'd be Kyle Sandilands, said Jess, who told who in March she was bored of the producers and experts pushing the same narrative every year. I mean, look, producers of mafs, checkmate. Imagine me on the couch back when I was on the show and I was coming up with all these bullshit excuses to keep Mick Gould on the show. Oh, is that what you... Oh, poor Handy. I bet he actually does think the show's real. Still. No, it just didn't work out for me, that's all. Still believe in love. Kyle would call me out so hard as to why I was there. If Kyle comes in, he'd probably be the only reason I'd tune into MAFS next year. He's funny, and would definitely call everyone out on their bullshit. Wow, she really likes the word bullshit, but from one MAFS fan to another, 100%. Asked about it, Kyle said, well, look, I'm open to talk about it, but you'll have to be willing to pay a lot of money, and I'm going to be running this whole show. Kyle, 48. I don't know why they added his age added. Come on, MAFS, fork up. You could afford it. You've had enough of those Nespresso ads to pay for it, and you've cheaped out on those experts for 5 seasons now. Bloody however many there's been, 30 trillion. You can afford Kyle Sandilands. The other experts, you were paying 50 grand each. Use that money to pay Kyle. Look at him in that 5-star hotel lobby. He's struggling. One last thing, And here's the kicker. I don't know how Friendlyjordies turned into Real Talk, the Who Magazine podcast, but we have. Apparently there's going to be some celebrity matches next year. Ooh. And that means that you're going to have a celebrity judge, aren't you? You can't have these three telling Blair from Big Brother Season 1 what to do. You saw his character on Neighbours. He's a bad boy and he plays by his own rules. I want this hashtag tread dig. We want Kyle. Hashtag we want Kyle. Let the Channel 9 execs know that we'll forgive them for their coverage of the last election if they install Kyle. That's a fair trade. Hashtag we want Kyle. Like the video. You have to like it. For once, I've actually succeeded in pushing democracy in the right direction.
Please share and comment below. Command.